Hello, food lovers. Today we're diving into a classic, restaurant-style beef stir-fry with onions. We're aiming for that perfect balance, tender beef and onions that are soft and sweet. This recipe is surprisingly easy to master, and the results are truly delicious. Let's get started. First, let's talk ingredients. You'll need about a pound of beef. Flank steak or sirloin work great because they're relatively lean and take on flavors beautifully. But feel free to use your favorite cut. If you prefer a richer flavor, consider ribeye, although it might require slightly different cooking times. We'll also need a couple of large onions, some soy sauce, oyster sauce, this adds incredible depth, a touch of cornstarch, sugar, and some cooking oil, and of course a little water to help create that perfect sauce. Next, slice your onions. I like to cut them in half and then slice them into half moons. This provides a nice visual appeal, while also allowing the onions to cook evenly. Make sure your slices aren't too thick. We want them to cook quickly and caramelize a bit, developing that desirable sweetness. Now get your wok or a large skillet nice and hot. The high heat is essential for a good stir-fry. Add about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. The oil should shimmer and almost smoke before you add the ingredients. Once the oil is shimmering, add the beef. Stir-fry it quickly, just until it's browned on the outside. We don't want to overcook it at this stage. Aim for about a minute or 2 per side. Depending on the thickness of your slices, remove the beef from the wok and set it aside. This prevents overcooking and ensures the beef remains tender. Now add the onions to the wok. Stir-fry them until they start to soften and turn translucent. This usually takes about 5 to 7 minutes, depending on the heat of your stove. If they start to brown too quickly, you can reduce the heat a bit to prevent burning. We want them to become soft and slightly sweet, but not burnt because burnt onions will impart a bitter taste. Once the onions are soft, it's time to add the beef back in. In a small bowl, whisk together a tablespoon of soy sauce, a tablespoon of oyster sauce for that umami flavor, a teaspoon of sugar, and a tablespoon of water. Pour this sauce over the beef and onions. The sauce will begin to sizzle as it hits the hot wok. Stir everything together, cooking for another minute or 2, until the sauce has thickened and coats the beef and onions nicely. The sauce should cling to the beef and onions, creating a glossy finish. Taste and adjust the seasoning if needed. Maybe a touch more soy sauce or sugar, depending on your preference. Some people like a dash of black pepper for added complexity. And there you have it, restaurant-style beef stir-fry, with onions ready to serve. Serve it with a side of steamed rice to soak up that delicious sauce. The tender beef, the sweet onions, and that savory sauce, it's a perfect combination. A true crowd pleaser. Enjoy. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more easy and delicious recipes. We'll see you next time.